here with Suzanne Harmon of the Sports Medicine Outreach Program at Henry Ford Health Jackson. Suzanne, talk a little bit about athletic training as a whole, because it impacts so much more than just high school athletes. It's athletes at every level. What role do athletic trainers play in that?
Athletic trainers play a very important role when it comes to athletics. Every team should have an athletic trainer as part of their team. Our role is to prevent injuries, provide first aid, to take care of injuries as they happen, and even work with a team of healthcare providers to bring them back safely and quickly as possible from injury to have them back to competition levels for the sport they love. If you ask me, athletic trainers should be everywhere. We are growing as a profession. You can now see us working with physicians as physician extenders. Athletic trainers are also deeply rooted in business now as they work in many factories and big businesses, because we also take care of the industrial athlete. Many careers and professions are very physical, and so now athletic trainers are being found working within the factories with the workers to help prevent injuries and help take care of them as they occur, to again keep them healthier and keep them working.
Excellent. And talk to us about your role here today. What is your role here in Henry Ford Health?
So I am the manager of Sports Medicine Outreach Program here at Henry Ford. And so what that means is I oversee all of our athletic trainers that are at high schools throughout Jackson County, Ingham County, and Calhoun County. So we currently provide services to 15 high schools, Jackson College, Spring Arbor University, and we have physician services with Albion College and growing. And we are a sister program to our program in Detroit that also provides athletic training services to many colleges, universities, high schools, as well as the Red Wings, Tigers, Lions, and Pistons teams.
And one more question. What are you doing today at the healthcare camp here, influencing these young and upcoming athletic trainers?
Well, as a healthcare profession, we're really excited to be here to represent athletic training and educate the youth on this field. We're currently going through a shortage in athletic training, and unfortunately it's hitting our secondary schools very hard. So more and more high schools do not have athletic trainers within their athletic department, and that's a high risk for these athletes, because we know that these athletes are getting injured. They're hitting harder, they're running faster. There's more risk for sport or for injury in sport now than ever. So we're just happy to be able to represent and educate them about athletic trainer, because our world needs more of us.
I'm now here with Andrew, the athletic trainer supervisor here at Henry Ford Jackson Health. Andrew, talk to us a little bit about your position and what it means in the role of athletic training.
Yeah, so I'm the supervisor of Sports Medicine Outreach Athletic Training. Basically, I oversee all of our athletic trainers out at our different schools. Most of them are at high schools in the Jackson County area. We also have athletic trainers at Spring Arbor University as well as Jackson College. So basically oversee them, help with coverage when they need time off, sick days, stuff like that. We do help when we have shortages at schools as well. So just make sure that they have anything that they might need. That's about it.
And athletic training is such a needed thing in sports, in schools, in factories, as they've talked about here. And I know that you guys are suffering a shortage of athletic trainers right now. That's in part what this is here for today. What is what is your message for all the new, young, up-and-coming athletic trainers that want to get into the profession?
I think they should just research it, see everything that athletic training can offer. It's not just like nursing or PT where you have one scope. Like you said, you can work in the industrial setting with factory workers or with consumers' energy and guys out in the field. You can work in physician clinics with sports medicine surgeons, orthopedic surgeons, as well as all levels of sports, from professionals, collegiate, high school. There's a wide range of things you can do with our degree.
And if you could touch more on that, because so many people, me included, when you think of athletic training, you think, oh, it's only the guys and girls in the sidelines at sporting events that are helping the players when they get injured. I don't think people realize that it has a lot to do with things outside of the sports realm. Can you dive more into that?
Yeah, for sure. So, for example, like in the industrial setting, they're going to be working with all their workers to making sure that ergonomics are safe and the job site safe, basically for injury prevention, which is kind of one of our models. So they're making sure that the work environment's safe, people are lifting properly, they work on stretching, warming up, especially for people that are working in the field. Making sure that they don't have overuse injuries, as well as in like the clinical setting with doctors. So they're helping with procedures, they're getting patients ready, set up for the doctors, they're doing brace fitting for people that might need braces, knee braces, wrist braces, stuff like that.
And also, how important is it to have an event like this to really connect with the kids on a one-on-one, face-to-face basis and answer all the questions that they may have?
Yeah, I think it's great because I think that a lot of people don't realize how much athletic training offers. So being able to give them a firsthand experience and describe in depth on everything that we do. We're not just the guy that runs or girl that runs out onto the field, which most people see, or the person that's just taping an ankle. You know, there's so much more to the emergency side of things and injury preparedness and so on and so forth.
I'm now here with Sierra Sylvester, the Community Projects Coordinator here at Henry Ford Health Jackson. Sierra, talking about getting this event together, the importance of it, why was this an event that you here at Henry Ford wanted to put on?
So we wanted to have students have the opportunity to explore healthcare related careers, really just before they made that decision with their college education. So they had that exposure, they really got to dive in deep with these careers, hands-on activities, and then that allows them to have a better idea of what they either want to do or what they do not want to do.
And talk about, because you're representing Henry Ford Health, and Henry Ford Health does so much for the community of Jackson and other communities as well. Talk to us the importance for Henry Ford for allowing an event like this and fostering the ideas of these bright young students, how important that is to Henry Ford itself.
Yeah, so I would say it's definitely one of our primary priorities. Just really, my job centers around the youth and community engagement, youth focused. So again, making sure that they're getting that exposure to healthcare and just really showing them all the possibilities. So regardless of what their background is and their family economic status, that anything is possible, and then showing them the resources that are available within the community through our community partners. And then this event is actually funded by the Glick Endowment through the Al Glick family.
I'm here with Lauren Kaiser. Lauren, talk to me about the importance of an event like this today and where you come into an event like this.
Awesome, thanks. The Career Center is obviously a place where we want students to begin thinking about their career, and this camp helps kids think about that even earlier. So by bringing middle school students in to see what the healthcare field has to offer, then when they're in high school, they can hopefully join us at the Career Center, spend some time with us, and then join the workforce in some capacity in the field of healthcare. So we are just so excited about this program. It's our second year doing this camp, and it's a great opportunity for kids to really get exposure to all the different areas of healthcare.
Well, that's awesome. And, getting them the hands-on experience and face-to-face experience is so huge. And talking, like you said, that they are not even in high school yet, some of these kids, and getting this experience, how were they able to reach out and get this opportunity? Because there may be some kids watching maybe in middle school or elementary school that want to do this when they get older. How can they reach out and get in touch, or how can you help them to get to a program like this?
So for the camp itself, I know that we reach out to the individual school counselors, and the school counselors share that message with their students. And then from there, the counselors are really the door to everything when it comes to scheduling, whether it's for camps or getting involved with this. Henry Ford actually did the scheduling for this camp, and Sierra Sylvester, the coordinator here, was really able to put everything together for parents. And the most beneficial, I think, thing about this camp is that it was open to everybody and it was free. So we love that.
That is a huge plus. And one final quick question. Well, I say quick, but it's a lot to it. At the Career Center, what are some opportunities that you afford to students? Because every Career Center is slightly different in the different things that they offer to students. What are some of your main things that set you apart from different Career Centers in the area that you offer to the students?
So we have 19 different programs at the Career Center, which gives everybody an opportunity to find something that they might be interested in. This camp in particular focuses on our healthcare division. We have health tech, we have dental, we also have fire, safety, and EMS. And all of those programs also partner with the college, and students are able to earn articulated credits when they're at the Career Center. I think the biggest thing to know about Career Center is that students sometimes think I'm going to go to college or the Career Center. They don't realize they can do both, and that a lot of our students are actually dual enrolled currently in high school and in college, and they're getting their articulated credits at the Career Center. So it really is a great opportunity. Healthcare is one of our wonderful programs, but we have lots of programs.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm here with head coach Antonio Parker. Antonio, talk about the significance of an event like this and the importance of representing Jackson football here.
Man, again, I think these events are, like we talked about the other day at the Algolic, I think these are extremely critical to our youth, to our community, to our future. And I think they're always critical to make sure that we can pass the baton to the next generation. And so we can't in value not how that works.
And you brought some high school players here to this event today. Why did you choose to do that, and how much of an important effect do you think it has on them?
So the reason for doing that, like it's always been imparted to me, is to pass on what was given to you to somebody else. And that's the biggest thing I always teach our high school players, is that no matter what you do in this life, at some point you get old like me and you can't move anymore, and you're not as athletic, and you want to pass on. You pass on some wealth of knowledge, right? Some wealth of wanting to be better. And so I think the importance is to pass on to them what it means to be successful, and you pass that baton to them so they can pass it to the next person.
Great. And then finally, you're head football coach. You know the importance of having a great athletic trainer on your staff. Talk to how a good athletic trainer can really change a football program as a whole.
It can. So having a good athletic trainer is monumental. And so Brandon, we had Michelle Winters in the past, and so she took a job with the high school, and so now we got Brandon, and Brandon does. So they both did an awesome job. And so having a good high school trainer is monumental. And so, because they're the lifeline of your program, right? They're gonna keep players in or out injury-wise. They're gonna keep them safe. They're gonna keep them hydrated and all that good stuff. And so, I can't speak to how important it is to have a high school trainer and what they mean to a program.